Hey y'all. So in 2 days, on Juneteenth, I go in 7 a.m. to have an 8 a.m. colonoscopy. Welcome to your late 40s. What's making it fun, I don't know, perimenopause maybe? The fact that I haven't had a regular, easy bowel movement. What I was going to say is that on and off, I've just been like in bed a lot of the weekends, maybe having an exercise class here or there, trying to focus, trying to look like I'm not a zombie, dealing with my allergies, dealing with GI stuff, focusing and trying to make other appointments that's making me crazy, like still working on the rheumatology appointment. So my doctor did a referral and it went to the rheumatologist, the general rheumatology department, and they were like, we don't do EDS assessments. So they're trying to send me to this other place that's in the same building, different suite, different floor, and we'll be out of network. I'm not sure how much it'll cover. It'll cover some. It could be up to $600 or so, the whole bill. And the thing that makes me nuts is they can't tell you what percentage they'll cover. It's like, we'll tell you when we tell you. I don't understand this country. Just the frustration and the fact that people like us who have chronic functioning issues and can't like always think clearly, and it's like got to be sent to all these different doctors. It's just insane. So tomorrow I start my day of no food, and I got the Jell-O. It's a question of like, do I go away from the red Jell-O? They just said you could have Jell-O, but online it says stay away from red dye Jell-O. So I'm just losing my mind. I emailed the doctor. He'll let me know. I just don't feel sharp today. I did go to a yoga class. I've been pretty much in pajamas for days. I wanted to look for work. But it's as if my body knows. Well, technically on my P tracker, my period tracker, not my P tracker, my period tracker, I'm supposed to be getting closer to when my period starts, although it's been off by a week or so because of perimenopause. But with that, I've been wanting to sleep more. I've been getting like hardly out of bed. I've been eating less. Doesn't mean I've had great bowel movements, but anyways. So it's as if my body wanted to like have its own issue before I even take the powder tomorrow before the colonoscopy. I took my husband, to the movies on Sunday for Father's Day, double feature, and all I had was an omelet with mushroom, and I guess I probably shouldn't have had the zucchini because there's seeds in that, and they don't want me to have seeds, but I just got major stomach cramps. Stayed away from popcorn because I'm not supposed to touch popcorn, but my stomach was just not copacetic for a while. And this is what drives me nuts. I have watched my parents with their own chronic issues. My dad, he had kidney stuff, he had gallbladder needing to be removed, he had diabetes, he had a heart attack. But a lot of his stuff was mostly focused in the GI stuff, which is where I kind of roll with my issues a lot. Eating stuff and then running to the bathroom. Having a sensitive stomach, having things that don't want to work right. And I can't believe we never like thought, could be attached to some neurodivergency, but they didn't talk about it back then. And then my mom with the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. And I remember she would lay on the couch all the time, not wanting to get up, low energy, needing her legs rubbed. And I do that with my husband all the time. Now, I tested positive for the MYH7 gene, And I'm just bouncing back and forth to trying to set up between rheumatology, genetics, neurology. In fact, I even have a neurology call at 11 o'clock tomorrow before I start like the whole prepping for the colonoscopy, because that guy just wants me to do these transsacral magnetic stimulations. And I'm like, can we not like look at the whole, I want to know more about ADHD. I want to know more about like, what are the possible things that are going on with me? That, I think it's more than just putting something on my head. It's a whole nervous system issue, which connects to a whole muscular issue, which connects to this whole weakness in my hands and stuff. Like, I just feel like opening stuff is hard, doors are heavy, everything's heavy, picking stuff up is heavy, trying to pick up a small weight is heavy. It's just been my whole life like that. So I'm just making it my journey, man. Like, there's more going on than just, you know, having a heart issue or having a GI issue. How does it all interconnect with the nervous system? And since my children are both on the spectrum, and I just found out I have ADHD, and who knows if I'm autistic as well. It's just, I just want to look into like EDS and other muscular issues. Why is my body always falling apart a couple of times during the month? At least a good 2 weeks or so, you know? Yeah, it's just... Anyways, I can't wait to take this little formula powder thing with the water and whatever, and I'm sure it'll be great. I'm already a person that's like susceptible to like take the wrong thing down my throat and like stomach cramps and pains and need to go to the bathroom. That's been the way of me and my dad our whole lives, probably. In fact, this constipation in the last 6 years on and off has just been weird. It's like, I don't know, something after having my daughter. I used to always be the other way with IBS. Perhaps it oscillates. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. And then sometimes I think I want to go to school and like become an advocate for like streamlining the healthcare system for people like us who need liaisons to help us find better care with different departments. We do not function as well as typical people. So all the hours on the calls and looking online and trying to go to different appointments for different referrals, and we get more referrals than the typical person. It's just tough, you know? So we need a system that like helps us, guides us. Doesn't just say, oh, you look it up. Find your own rheumatologist. I'm like, I've never been to a rheumatologist. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with me muscularly and energy-wise. Is it something to look at neurology? Is it something to go through genetics? I already signed up with them. I haven't heard back. Rheumatology? What? How many different avenues am I going through? I haven't even gotten back to allergy, you know? I did my initial tests. They wanted to ask me if I wanted to do the shots again. And it's like, that's your only answer? First of all, I did shots with Kaiser and I was having weird reactions. And it's like, I don't know. These doctors are sort of like, we just got to kind of do it to get over the hump. Is that the idea? Or are we actually going to look at someone's genes and figure out why they're different? Why am I different? Why are some of us different and we don't have the same reaction to medications? We don't have the same reactions to certain foods. We don't have the same reactions to certain shots for allergy stuff. There are things that we haven't looked at. Mast cells, histamine, inflammation, EDS, how it all connects to possible ADHD and autism. That's the new frontier for me because I've been alive 49 years now and we have not looked into any of that. And I think there's a lot of us who want to look into that. And so what they did is they decided to make it such a specialty that you got to pay out of network. Which I guess is not completely out of pocket, but still not great.